the island and Canada Harbor on the back. And both them harbors are separated by the half a mile. And that's located about 18 miles off the island at this point right here. But halfway between here and two harbors is where you find the Wrigley Ranch, El Rancho Escondido. Which means the hidden ranch, by the way. You don't see that place till you drive right up on it, and once you go through it, over the next year, you don't see it again. Built back in the 30s, and a few years after he built that place, Philip, is when he introduced the Arabians. Now his granddaughter, her name is Mrs. Wrigley. She would come to the island all the time to ride those Arabians. She loved the horses. Let's see, 30 years ago, she met her future husband, Jeff Rusak. Allison was a rider for the Walt Disney Company, and Jeff, he was practicing law. But he also had his hands in the wine industry. He was sitting with tall grass, and they were talking about the love of wine. They got married, they quit their careers, and they bought some property out there in Santa Ynez Valley. Out there near Santa Barbara, the city of Santa Barbara. They opened up their own vineyards. So, if you're ever in that part of the world, look for Rusak Winery, stop and pay a visit. You'll see some beautiful photographs, beautiful tile, and beautiful pottery from Scotty Island. And if you want to try some of the wine, you can go to a restaurant. You have it on grill. Have yourself a sit-down dinner, and order yourself a glass of Rusak. William Wrigley Jr. When he bought this island in 1919, he paid close to $2 million for it. But when he bought this island, he bought his horse Bingo with him over here. And he spent all his time out here riding his horse. So when Mr. Wrigley died, his wife Beta, she had that mausoleum down the building. Constructed in 1933, completed in 1934, and that's what had his body exhumed. Before Conway brought up here and laid to rest. Now she loved growing plants, and cactus was her favorite plant. And she had a really nice cactus garden going on down there. And her friends would tell her, Ada, you should open up this place to visitors. She thought about it, but she didn't want everybody walking over and around her husband's body. So she had his body exhumed one more time and returned to Forest Lawn. And then shortly after that, that's when they opened up the place as the Wrigley Memorial Botanical Gardens. Now to get there, the road begins at Five Corners. And it's just a little over a mile, slightly uphill, to the gate of the Wrigley Memorial. Now the island company, the company I worked for, the company bought out of Banning Brothers, it was handed down to her. Allison, she's my boss. Now she's in charge of the island company and owns that winery out there in Santa Ynez. Out at the old Wrigley Ranch, she's growing grapes. Chardonnay, Zinfandel, Pinot. Now, that was a 40-minute stop on a tour we had many years ago that was called the Inland Motor Tour. But the economy got so bad they put an end to it. But they brought it back 4 years ago and called it the Inland Expedition, but no longer stopped there because there is a lot of construction going on there right now. You see, Allison decided to turn up this into a winery. The main road is being rerouted to go around it instead of through it. The main courtyard where stables are located is where they're going to put the winery with wine tasting. On the other side of the old road, they're going to build some new structures with the stables, the gift shop, the trophy room over here. The old corral where they did all the entertainment all these years, it's torn down. It was pretty long. Now they're going to put up new fencing, they're going to do a lot of painting, they're bringing the radiance down, and then put it at the visitors. Now we're talking about 3.5 years down the road. You got to come back and enjoy the place. Now there's actually 2 islands out there we can't see. Even on the clear day it's hard to see. One is called Santa Barbara and the one beyond it, the San Nicolas. Those would be 2 smaller islands of the 8-channel islands. This body of water out here they call it Santa Barbara Channel. But we are like the top of a mountain. We're going to the water at a 45-degree angle. There's a big shelf out there. It's about 5 miles out past China Point. It hits that shelf and drops to 4,500 feet. You can almost see China Point. Okay, the first point you see out there, you can barely see it, that's called Salta Verde. But beyond it is China Point. It's still a little, if we wait here about another 5 minutes, probably see it. You can maybe see the outline of it. That's China Point out there. 8 miles across the island. Okay, we're going to stop up here by the 5-mile marker of the Trans-Canyon Trail. We're going to stretch our legs and take some pictures. And if you want, I'll take your pictures for you. I'm getting pretty good at it.
We're in a 1 hour mark.